you don't have the best views, but there's the raging Merced River. We just came through the tunnels and we're in Yosemite Valley. Shout out to Carly Wolf, I think is her name. I'm gonna attempt Sierra Point today with a bevy of other things, but the weather could prevent some of these from happening, so I'll edit this out if need be. There's the great El Capitan. Maybe I'll climb it today. Stay tuned. All right, we are at the 4-mile trail. This is gonna go up sight unseen, I believe, to Glacier Point. The plan is to get Glacier Point, summit Sentinel Dome, I think also sight unseen, then head down by Illilouette Falls, which I've never done, then go on the top of Vernal Falls, then summit Liberty Cap, then come down the Mist Trail, then at the bottom summit Sierra Point, then loop back in the valley. It's like, I don't know, 22, 23 miles with 7,000 feet of vert, probably 65, 7,000. I don't know. I'll put it on the screen, but right now it's pleasant. Just heading up switchbacks. They're pretty tame. They might get steeper, but there's Upper Yosemite Falls. There's Eagle Peak. There's El Cap. I don't know the names of those things, but we're up. I don't know. Not even 600-700 feet maybe above the valley. Still a long way to go. Sun's coming out, much better weather than I expected. We're probably maybe halfway up. Great view of El Cap and Eagle Peak and Upper and Lower Yosemite Falls. Can't quite see Half Dome yet, but good view down the valley here. So we've hit a junction here, 3 miles up, 1.6 to Glacier, 2.2 to Sentinel Dome. I'm gonna go check out this viewpoint, Union Point. You can't see Half Dome, it's in the mist. We started to wrap around, but yeah. Oh man, sun, first time. Where's the viewpoint? Gotta show it to you. Nope, there's other people out here. Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. All right, here's your view down the valley. Like I said, you can't see Half Dome right now, but cool tree. I like these cragged peaks. So we're going up there somewhere, probably sight unseen. Now we got our first view of Half Dome. The fog's burning off. Look at that. We're going somewhere up there. Probably still sight unseen, but maybe a mile up to Glacier Point, and then another 3/4 to Sentinel Dome. Yeah, we're getting up there. Great view of Cloud's Rest up there. Some snow on it, and then I always get the canyons confused. This might be Tenaya Canyon, and then I think you might be seeing Mount Watkins. I think that one, but it could be that one. That looks like a little El Cap. I think it's that one there. Great view here as we're wrapping around flat of the diving board Half Dome with Cloud's Rest in the background, shrouded in snow and all sorts of fog down below. Pretty cool view here. So Where's the true Glacier Point? I'm gonna say it's up here. Let's not slip. All right. True Glacier Point, yeah. Great view. I mean, we got it from down there, but we're gonna go do Sentinel Dome out of sight somewhere, and preferably I need to find a bathroom. No, the valley's covered in fog. All right, so shout out to, I think it was John, sorry, or John and Josh. John from Pennsylvania, Josh from the UP of Michigan. Just met them at Glacier Point. So John's doing a big loop. I don't know what Josh is doing, but we're gonna go bag Sentinel Dome now. So we're breaking trail. Got an inch plus of snow in some cases. It is more than a mile probably from Glacier Point. The signs are off, it's not 0.7. It's more than a mile, I would say. So anyway, we're about to hit a switchback to go up there somewhere. So we've come from a couple hundred feet up in half a mile or something, and now there's a junction right here. We're gonna cut back left and continue up. All right, so we're headed up. There's kind of a convoluted road. You can also go straight up. Snow gets a little deep in some places, but I don't think we have that much further to go. It's somewhere up there. All right, final push, I think, up Sentinel Dome. It looks like we're gonna hit some type of deep snowbank, which looks several feet deep around those trees. So this might get a little interesting. All right, so we get a little bit of, I'm gonna try to kick in. I'm gonna go snow blind. Yeah. No post hole. No post hole. All right. Let's see you in. To the top. A little icy, but not steep. Sentinel Dome. Check out my Sentinel video by the Needles, kinda. I forget the other towns in that area. I don't know why I always blank on those towns south of Las Vegas, north of Lake Havasu. But we're gonna say it's right here, but unsure where the actual summit is. The Sentinel Dome. Great view of the valley, hill cap. You can't hear that, I guess that's Eagle Peak. It's hard to see with the background. The falls, and of course Half Dome and Clouds Rest and the other peaks out towards Lake Tenaya, or Tenaya Lake. Yeah. All right, so we just did a slight bushwhack and got all wet. But we're dropping somehow. I don't know how we're getting over there. We're getting over on the other side of this canyon. I don't know how we're doing it without crossing the Merced. So I'm a little confused geographically here how this is possible, but somehow we're getting over there on the right side of Nevada Fall, and then we'll get down to Nevada, and then we're gonna go up the backside of Liberty Cap. So I misspoke, so this is the main canyon. So we're going down, and we're crossing this side canyon to get up over, then dropping down, then eventually we'll come back down. So I was so confused. The main canyon goes that way, not that way. This is pretty cool though, the Panorama Trail. This is like super smooth trail. It's gonna be nice, easy downhill for a long time until we cross that side canyon. We'll see Illilouette Falls as well, which I'm not familiar with, I have not been to. Now we're just descending down to Illilouette Falls, whatever the name of the creek. I don't know if it's Illilouette Creek. Half Dome looks interesting from this because you can't see the sheer face. But it's pretty good views of some of this stuff. I think you can see blue skies with some clouds and sunny, so we're trying to beat weather today. I think it will get bad eventually, early afternoon. All right, we've reached the low point, Illilouette Creek. Do not slip and slide to your demise. As you can see, it's pretty raging. And Illilouette Falls is below, so I don't know when you get a view. Maybe on the other side. I mean, we had some brief views. Yeah, pretty cool. It would be cool to slide down that. Yeah. Illilouette Creek. All right, so about 11 miles in total, according to my track. We're going off the trail to see what's called Panorama Point. So a little detour here, bonus 1/10 of a mile or so each way. And somewhere up there's Panorama Peak, maybe? I don't know if that was the name. But anyway, little spur here. It's gonna take you to a nice overlook, good view of Half Dome with the dusting of snow up high. So yeah, maybe, oh yeah, like right out on this block. All right, I'll show it to you. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Whoa! Yeah, pretty intense, pretty big drop here. So be careful. All right, I think we've about topped out on this other side, and then we're gonna descend to Nevada Fall. So you can start to see Subdome, and there's Clouds Rest up there, and cool view looking across to Upper Yosemite Falls and now Lower Yosemite Falls across the valley down there. All right, we got major sign junction. Ottaway Lake 14.3, Fernandez Pass 18.3, Chiquita Pass 21.1. We're not going that far anywhere. We are going down to Nevada Fall, 1.1 miles, and then we will wrap around to summit that guy, Liberty Cap. Almost down to Nevada Fall. That's what we're getting next. There's Broderick, looks very tiny. Seeing the diving board and Half Dome and Subdome. And there's Liberty Cap. We got to wrap around. It's actually not that. It's less than 1,000 feet above us, but there is a lot of people. A lot more water than when I was last here in October. So let's get you the view up here. Yeah. So we made it up to Little Yosemite Valley, just a little bit up from Nevada Falls. The Merced River, well, it's still right here, but pretty wide and raging. So we're splitting left, like we're going to Half Dome, and pretty soon we're gonna cut left off trail, just like I did for the diving board. If you watch that video, same idea, just not gonna go all the way to the diving board. Gonna just go up Liberty Cap, the first summit. So it should be pretty quick and painless, I think. All right, so we just popped off a little steep use trail. There's another guy. Oh, he's down on the main trail. So there's Liberty Cap. We're just walking more or less straight up it, but you see that like black kind of vertical looking face. I think we got to bend right at that ledge, and then it looks like on the right there's kind of a vegetated gully we could go up. So I think it's going to be fairly easy up to that ledge, but I think this doesn't exceed class 3 if you do it properly. So it's only, I don't know, 500, 600 feet above us. All right, so we kind of were staying ridge proper, then we hit the first little boulder and we're wrapping around it to the left. Are we gonna get stuck? I don't know. My GPS track has it on the other side, but I don't see why we can't just walk up right here. So that is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, a little steep, but yeah, we can pop. Looks like we can pop. Yeah, perfect. All right, there are a couple cairns. We decided to cut right down there and just follow kind of the steep nose up. I think we're headed up that gully, but not sure, but should be easy enough. All right, we got the final, whatever, 300 feet. I think you want to cut left and then you'll bend that way and then go up that higher gully is my hunch. Okay, so there's not really, I haven't found a good way. Maybe we want to be over there, I don't know. It's kind of brushy. Then we've just popped up on some boulders. We did just see a cairn. Now I don't see another one. But it's not that. Can you not get through there? That's how we've bent up. We've got some kind of class 3, I guess. We're on some boulders. We're just working our way up. Well, does that look okay? This way looks okay too. That probably goes, I mean, without seeing that way, this way looks cleaner. So I don't know if the summit, what side the summit is. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But we're getting close. We're almost there, I think. Just came up a little, got up on the shelf here. Just kind of get funneled into this gully, and it's kind of messy and brushy at some points, but it's not awful. I mean, I don't think we've pulled anything more than class 3 moves, so. Yeah, now it almost looks like a walk up. I mean, maybe it's right up in front of us, I don't know. Could be the left. Unsure. It looks like we're almost on just a steep class 2 walk up at this point. So it wasn't apparent from lower where the summit was, but if you just keep walking up after that gully, it becomes very apparent where the summit is. It's right up here by this craggly tree. There's only one summit. Lower down, from lower down, it looks like there's multiple high points. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at this view, baby. Let's get up high. Yeah. Where's the actual summit? Is it here? Might be right here. But let's go over here. Can we look off the edge? Unsure. Feels like I could walk down quite a bit. So I'm walking down this thing. I'm trying to get to like a cool vertical drop off, but it's like when you're on top of El Cap, it looks like you can just like walk down for a while. So eventually I just stopped. Yeah, so somewhere over here, yeah, it's gonna drop. Okay, let's get you a view without sliding off this thing. Oh, that big boulder moved. Whoa. That big boulder moved. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna be your money shot. I want to be careful that I don't, not that I think I'm gonna slip, but there's the John Muir Trail going down. I got a rock as a barrier here. Yeah, okay, this is gonna be your money. This is gonna be your money shot here. Okay, I'm just this close I'm gonna go. There you go. Got your shot of Vernal Falls. Nevada Falls way down there. Or is that? Yeah, that's gonna be, sorry, Nevada. Why do I always get confused? Vernal is down there. Pretty awesome view from right here. So this is kind of the edge where it's gonna get vertical here. Yeah. Let's show you the view back towards Clouds Rest. I like this tree up here. And then towards these, the high peaks off Tioga Pass Road up at whatever, 10,000 feet or something up there. Okay, we're working our way down. We're gonna cut more left. We came up more through some brush, I think, so maybe a little bit of a crux move here. Yeah, I think, yeah, this is a little bit of a, not the best hands here, but deep. Down, just a little wet and snowy in some places, but we're gonna try to cut this way and then bend down rather than we came up more this way. Okay, this other route's coming with some perils. We're on a steep loose slab where it goes plummeting off at any second. Okay, well, you're almost down at this point. Apparently it gets slippery down there. Yeah. Alright, we get to this ledge. I mean, at this point I could probably just slide, I think.
That bit is slippery.
Well, there's no features.
Yeah.
All right, we're down the new crux that we invented, and now I think it'll be pretty tame, but you never know. We might have the same thing. Tiny crux crack that we did not come up. Well, she decided not to come up. I think I would have gone up it, but very easy to go down it. I'll let her mess with the brush over on the side. So just walking right off the rib, and then we'll bend right. The weather's holding off. Okay, so we took a different way down, which sort of shortcut it, and there are some cairns, but there's a faint line on the map. So if you want to follow that, you can cut up right what looks like almost like a drainage off the main trail. But it's been all very easy. So different ways up. Here's a monster cairn near the base. Probably can't see it from the trail, but maybe you can. You'll be able to see that cairn around the corner, but yeah, right by these boulders.
Oh,
These two boulders cut that way up. Oh, we are hammering down. There's a lot of people on the trail. Already passed 98 of them just in half a mile or less. So there's the Nevada Fall. We'll get some mist down on Vernal Fall because we're so close. This is the most water that there's been since I've done. I mean, this is the 6th time or something I've gone past these. So yeah, pretty cool. Nevada Fall, getting a little bit of mist. Pretty soon we'll be at Vernal. Water coming down the face too. Vernal Falls, flowing pretty good. Okay, so we're at the rock pile sign. This is the secret branch off to go up to Glacier Point. So I think you go through the boulder field, but then I think a trail becomes more apparent. So we're gonna quick bag that because the weather's still okay. So we're just hammering up. There is a use trail that we've kind of lost at various points, but I think she's probably on the right one. I'm probably on the wrong one. Yeah, we got cairns here. So I'm off my GPS track that I downloaded, so whoever did this, I guess there's different routes up. But to me, going right along this steep mossy face looks like a nice ticket to me. Yeah. Okay, critical section, you come up, that is blocked off, although it looks like use trail. You got to climb up on this rock. Luckily for us, there were people coming down it, so it was obvious where to go, although that trail is blocked off over there. So we are climbing up. So that's kind of a key point. We're probably about halfway up. I like it because it's a little more rocky now, easier to step than loose dirt. But yeah, I guess we wrap around this nose. Yeah, nowhere else to go at this point. So another critical junction at this mossy face, I believe you want to go right and go up this steep thing. There is a trail to the left, but there's, yeah, I have the GPS, it matches the GPS. So rock stairs to the right on the up and up to Glacier Point. Yeah, after that one right turn, it's been very easy to follow. There's cairns. If you see rock steps that were built at some point, obviously that's the way you want to go. So we just quick cut back left and then cut back right, and we're almost there. We don't have too much more vert to gain after we bend back here. So short and steep and sweet. I'll show you when we get there. Somewhere over there. Well, just as we were about to get to Glacier Point, it started raining, so we almost made it the whole way. And we will have like 3 miles plus down to the car. Here it is. Yeah. Vernal and Nevada Falls. Oh, I guess that is Illilouette Falls right there. Yeah, because we crossed up above it. That's Illilouette. And then you can see upper and lower Yosemite Falls too. So you can see a bunch of waterfalls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if that counts as 2 separate. I guess that's 1. You can't see Bridal Veil though. So yeah, it's raining now. But we made it. It's pretty easy to follow. There's the trail down below. So, Sierra Point. Carly, you're welcome. Finally got a video for you so you can see it. So we're on the way down. We're actually on the way down, lower down. We found the actual trail. Ah! We were off of it. On the way up, we were just going up super steep, loose gullies. This is actually kind of a, you can tell it's a trail. So yeah, we were up over there. I came up against that mossy face, so we were further climbers right, but we are on the actual trail, which is much easier, and there's cairns. Look at this, just nice like switchback. So yeah, maybe you don't want to leave the trail at the rock pile sign. I just went by that one guy's video. Okay, so there's the rock pile sign. You want to cut more left through the boulders, and eventually you'll hit a cairn, and then it's easy the whole way. There are some big boulders, and they're wet now, so it's making it a little harder, but you know, it's not hard. It's just class 2 stuff. So yeah, we're just about down, but I'm gonna cut over here. Yeah. So yeah, just cut slightly left through the boulder field. So unfortunately now from the bottom of the trail, we have a 2.5 mile walk, or maybe a little more, back more or less along the road. It's kind of a dirt trail, kind of a paved trail, kind of a sidewalk at this point, going through Curry Village. Probably 1.75 miles to go. There's Eagle Peak up there. It's barely raining, it's kind of held off. All right, car's still here. I'll put the stats on the screen at the beginning. I don't know what, that probably doesn't have a name, but I think it was like 23 or 24 miles with probably around 7,000 feet of vert. So yeah, look at that water coming down. Does that have a name? I don't know. But back to the 4 mile trail.